Mr. Fallon. Today's Wednesday. Today we are going to have so much fun. Boys and girls, remember Good Morning Muscles is your daily Kickstarter for what's going to be an amazing day. It's uploaded on It's Mr. Fallon's YouTube page every morning, 6 a.m. Wake up, turn on YouTube, no matter what time you get up, do Good Morning Muscles, kickstart your day in what's going to be just a fantastic way. Hey, let's do it! Alright, boys and girls, we have a new warm-up game today. Our new warm-up game is Ask Miss Alexa. Miss Alexa is going to play us some music, Mr. Fallon's going to give you an exercise, and we're going to do the exercise while Miss Alexa plays us some music. Alright, we're going to start off with jumping jacks first. Alexa, can you play us some music?
Sure. Here's a custom mix just for you.
Alexa, stop. All right, boys and girls. Awesome job. So strong. All right, boys and girls, it's now time for Spot Run Story Time. We're reading Wayside School Gets a Little Stranger. We're on Chapter 8. Chapter 8's all about Santa Claus. 'Twas the last day of school before winter vacation, and all the children were having a small celebration. Their artwork was hung by the blackboards with pride, snowmen and mooses, and a joyful sleigh ride. They ate homemade cookies, red and green ones, of course, when Kathy declared, "I don't believe in Santa Claus." She opened her mouth and said what she said. Santa Claus isn't real, and besides that, he's dead. So you bet I will pout, and you bet I will cry. You bet I will shout, I'm telling you why. Stephen covered his ears. "No, you're wrong," he shouted. "It's not true. There is a Santa Claus. I know there is." "Ho, ho, ho," laughed Kathy. "Kathy is just saying that because she never gets any presents," said Jason. "All she ever gets is a lump of coal," said Rondi. "Wrong," said Kathy. "I get lots of presents. My parents buy them for me. They have lots of money and they buy me anything I want." She bit off the head of a reindeer cookie. "The only thing that matters is how rich your parents are. If they have lots of money, then you'll get lots of good presents. If they are poor, then you'll get just a few crummy presents." Everyone tried to argue with her, but Kathy just asked them all the old questions, like, how does a fat man fit down a skinny chimney? Or, how could he visit everyone's house in the whole world in one night? And of course, nobody knew the answers. Nobody ever has. Only Santa knows the answers to those questions, said Rondi. "Don't you even like Christmas?" asked Stephen. "Sure," said Kathy. "I get lots of presents and I don't have to work." Then she stuck out her tongue and Stephen called her a jerk. Poor Stephen sputtered and his face turned quite blue. "If you don't believe in Santa, he won't believe in you." But Kathy just yelped, "You know that it's true. Do you still believe in the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy, and Miss Zarvis too?" "Let's ask Mrs. Jules," said Mauricia. "She's a teacher who's wise." "Let's ask Mrs. Jules. She never lies." The children crowded round their wise teacher's desk and asked her the question never found on a test. "Is there a Santa? You're a teacher with smarts. Is Santa Claus real?" They asked with pure hearts. And oh, Mrs. Jules, that teacher so wise, looked at their faces and bright, eager eyes. She had to say something. It was her job to reply. "Tell them," yelped Kathy, "that reindeer can't fly." Outside the window, snowflakes were falling. Inside the window, Mrs. Jules was stalling. "All our parents are all liars. It is just a trick to make us be good for fear of St. Nick. Tell us the truth. Don't try to fake it. Is there a Santa? Let us know. We can take it." Mrs. Jules cleared her throat. Then she cleared it again. She put down her pencil. She picked up her pen. "Hey, look," shouted Leslie. "Look there. Who's that?" "Someone is coming in through the gooseack." Sure enough, the door opened. It had to open quite wide, as a strange-looking stranger stepped sideways inside. He wore a red suit and had a white fluffy beard. And even for Wayside, he looked pretty weird. His fat belly shook like a bowl full of jello. There was no doubt about it. They knew that fellow. It was Louis, the art teacher. "What are you doing in that suit, Louis?" asked Jerry. "Aren't you hot?" "Why are you wearing a fake beard?" asked Todd. Is that a pillow under your jacket? Asked Jason. Kathy was delighted. See, she said, that proves there's no Santa Claus. If there was, Louis wouldn't have to dress up like a fool and pretend to be him. I'm not Louis, said Louis. I'm Santa Claus. Ho, ho. You're lying to us, Louis, said John. Everyone is always lying to us. Kathy's right. Christmas is nothing but a dirty, stinking lie. I was just trying to bring a little holiday cheer, said Louis. Go home, Jerome, said Terence. Now that's no way to talk to Louis, said Mrs. Jules. Louis is one of Santa's special helpers. Really, Louis? Asked Dee Dee. Louis looked at Mrs. Jules. That's right, he said. The children were all very impressed. Have you ever met him? Demanded Kathy. Well, no, not exactly, Louis admitted. See, said Kathy, just another lie. You don't have to meet Santa to be one of his special helpers, said Mrs. Jules. Then how do you know what he wants you to do? Asked John. That's easy, said Mrs. Jules. You just have to be nice to other people. Whenever you give someone a present or sing a holiday song, you're helping Santa Claus. To me, that's what Christmas is all about, helping Santa Claus. Can I be one of his helpers? Asked Damon. You bet, said Mrs. Jules. Hey, everybody, shouted Damon. I'm one of Santa's helpers. Me too, said Allison. There must be a Santa Claus, cheered Stephen, because it feels so good to help him. So the children all helped Santa in every way they could, by singing songs and giving gifts, and just by being good. But there is no Santa Claus, Kathy continued to yelp. Well, if that's the case, said Mrs. Jules, he must really need our help. All right, boys and girls, our steps for today. Tomorrow, we're going to read Something Different About Mrs. Jules. Where does a T-Rex go to get his groceries? The dino snore! So funny! Alright, boys and girls, it's game time. For game time today, we are continuing to work on basketball. On Monday, episode 11, we worked on different types of dribbling with our ball that bounces. Episode 12 on Tuesday, we worked on some ball handling around our waist, around our leg, a figure eight. We did some fingertip passing around our head, around our hand. We made it our own way. Today, we're going to work on some passing. All you need is a ball that bounces. First, talk to your parents. Ask them for a wall that you can use to pass a ball off of. So Mr. Folland is going to be able to use this wall right here, but Mr. Folland's actually going to use this door. I have to move these things so the ball will bounce back to me. I'll pick those up later. First today, we're going to learn how to do a chest pass. To do a chest pass, put the ball by your chest, your elbows are out, and you're going to step and pass. Just like that. And when it comes back to you, catch it with your hands. Ball by your chest, your elbows are out, step and pass. When it comes back to you, catch it with your hands. Ball by your chest, elbows out, step and pass. Oh no! I hit a funny part on my door. I'll try again. Ball by my chest, elbows out, step and pass. Now if I want to make this a little trickier, I can try a couple dribbles. So I'm going to dribble 1, 2, 3. Ball by my chest, elbows out, step and pass. 1, 2, 3. Ball by my chest, elbows out, step and pass. Should have taken a few more coats off my door. I'm going to try with this hand now. 1, 2, 3. Ball by my chest, elbows out, step and pass. 1, 2, 3. Ball by my chest, elbows up, step and pass. I'm going to try back and forth. 1, 2, 3. Ball by my chest, elbows out, step, push and pass. Ah! This door is making Mr. Fallon look silly. Ugh, it's making me mad. Back and forth. 1, 2, 3. Ball by my chest, elbows out, step, push and pass. I have to practice more. Alright, now we're going to learn our next type of pass. Our next type of pass is a bounce pass. To do a bounce pass, we're going to do it the same way. With a chest pass, you're trying to pass it right to somebody's chest. I should have said that. For a bounce pass, we're going to push it at the ground, and then it's going to bounce and try to go to somebody's chest. So watch Mr. Fallon. Ball by my chest, elbows out, step, push it at the ground, and pass it. Watch again. Mr. Fallon's going to try to pass it right about right there so I can go to the door. Ball by my chest, elbows out, step, push and pass. Mr. Fallon will get it and go again. Can you do it? Ball by your chest, elbows out, step, push and pass right at the ground. Very nice. This pass is called a bounce pass. And remember, you're pushing it at the ground. You don't want to throw it at the ground. If you do this right, your thumb should point down when you finish. Look how Mr. Fallon's thumbs are pointing down after I do my bounce pass. Now let's try a couple dribbles in a bounce pass. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Ball by my chest, elbows out, step, push and pass. Dribble, dribble, dribble. Ball by my chest, elbows out, step, push and pass. Try the other hand. Very nice. It looks so good. Getting your thumbs down, catching them with your hands if it comes back to you. Very good. Stepping every time you pass. Let's go back and forth. Keep me up below your waist. Now see if you can do it a little bit faster if you think it's getting easy. There we go. Yeah, alright. Now let's learn our last type of basketball pass. Our last type of basketball pass is one that we didn't learn during class this year. So only the people that watch Good Morning Muscles will learn this one. It's the overhead pass. Do an overhead pass. Take the ball behind your head and you're going to step and pass it over your head. Take it over your head with 2 hands, step and pass it over your head. And for this one, you'd be trying to pass it right to somebody's chest. Very good. Right over your head. Step and pass. Awesome job. Try a couple dribbles. Dribble, dribble. Step and overhead pass. Dribble, dribble. Step and overhead pass. Other hand. And back and forth. Very good. All right, boys and girls. If you could practice with a tennis ball, that's great. Even better if you could go outside and practice with a real basketball. Boys and girls, it's that time again. Unfortunately, our time is up for Good Morning Muscles. The good news is you have a ton of things to practice so that you can keep getting stronger. I'm looking at you right now, and I barely recognize you. You've gotten so strong. Keep up the good work. You rock. Hey, I hope you have an amazing day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Muscles. See ya.